In today's video, I'm sharing some super easy Dollar Tree DIYs for fall using their baskets. So let's get started. Dollar Tree has these really beautiful large woven straw baskets, and I wanted to make a wreath out of it. These are about a foot in diameter and they were $5. I had some of these fall stems which I'll be using, and I believe I got these at Walmart a few years back, but you can use any stems and it doesn't even have to be for fall. So I'll be placing them inside the basket, forming kind of like a semicircle, and I'm just trying to get an idea of how it looks. So I decided to connect them together in the center, and as you can see here, I'm just wrapping this faux leather cord in the middle. I'm also making sure it's pretty close together. After that, I place it inside the basket and I'm just arranging it and shaping it. I wanted some of the leaves to lie inside the inner circle and I want some spilling out. And I like that the stems are bendable so I can shape it however I like. So to hold it in place, I'm just twisting in this floral wire. I just push it through the basket into the back and I just twist it and secure it. Of course, you could hot glue it directly inside the basket, but I wanted to be able to reuse the basket, so I'm not gluing it. I want to add a wooden sign in the center. I'll be stenciling in the word welcome on this piece of scrap wood that I had, and I'll be using this Dollar Tree stencil for the letters. I'm going to be painting the wood this pretty green color. It's Moss from Waverly chalk paint. So I'm just brushing on a layer on, and once that dries, I stencil in the word welcome. I start in the middle with the letter C so it's centered, and I stippled it, making sure to remove excess paint off the brush, but it did bleed underneath just a bit, but I swirled the rest of the letters and it's stenciled perfectly. And I'm using black paint for contrast. Once that's done, I'm going to attach it inside the basket in the center. Again, you can just glue it right in the center, but for this one, I'll be holding it in place with this leather cord and securing it to the back where you can't see it. To hang, I'm again using the leather cord and I'm just stringing it on the top. So it makes like a hook or a handle. And I just secure it in place with a couple of knots on the inside. You can also use ribbons or hide it and add it on the back. I just tucked in a few mini pumpkins inside for that perfect fall touch, and this one is all done. For the next DIY, I'm using one of Dollar Tree's wire basket trays. I also grabbed one of their plywood hanging signs, which I'll be using to make a base. I'll be giving this a little fall makeover with the wood. So I'm going to trim it down to fit on the surface, and I just place a tray over the wood and mark it, making sure it will fit nicely. And then to cut, I'm just scoring it several times with a utility knife. This wood is a bit thin, so it really doesn't take much to trim down. Once that's trimmed down, I'm going to be staining the wood, and I'm just using a water-based stain that I have on hand, but you can also paint the wood any color you like. So I'm just applying the stain with a cloth and then wiping off the excess. I use a water-based stain in the shade Special Walnut, and I think this color is just perfect for fall. It gives such a warm, cozy feel that goes so well with pumpkins and all the autumn decor. I thought it'd be fun to add a little pumpkin stencil on one side for that cute fall touch, but the nice thing is if I ever want that simple wood look, I can just flip it over, so I have two looks in one. I'll be using this cute little pumpkin stencil, and I got it from Amazon. It came in a pack with other fall designs, and I'll link that below. I'm keeping it really simple. I'm using white chalk paint for this, so I'm just adding a little paint on the brush, dabbing out the excess, and then lightly going over the stencil. I thought about adding some fall words to this, but I just decided to keep it simple and subtle. For the basket tray, I'll be wrapping some jute cord along the rim. And this gives it that warm rustic touch that feels so perfect for fall. So I just added a little glue to secure one end, and then I started wrapping it around the rim. To make it easier, I rolled the jute into a ball first, and that way it wasn't tangling everywhere, and it made it so much easier to wrap around. I wasn't exactly sure how much jute I would need, so I just estimated it, and I ended up having more than enough. As I'm wrapping it around, I'm just adding a little hot glue here and there to keep it nice and secure in place. And once I get to the end, I just secure that in place with more hot glue. I wanted to add some handles, so I'm using this nautical rope from Dollar Tree, and I just take one end and fold it over to create a loop, then add a little hot glue to hold it in place. After that, I wrap some jute string around the base of the loop to give it a nice finished look. I just estimate how long I want the handle to be, cut it there, and then repeat the same thing for the other side. Once both handles are in place, this DIY is all finished. Now there's so many options with this. You can leave out the wood base, or add it in with a pumpkin stencil, or just keep it plain. It's such a cute and versatile piece for fall. For this next DIY, I'll be using this wood board from Dollar Tree and this wire rectangle basket. I'm turning this into a cute hanging wall basket. I wanted to add some color to the wood and give it a stain effect using these apple barrel acrylic paints. I'm mixing in burnt umber, nutmeg brown, and brown oxide, and I also added a little black to darken it. And then I mix in some water so it goes on like a stain. Then I'm just using a cloth to apply the mixture. I wipe it on and it goes on so beautifully. I also make sure to apply it on the sides. Look how beautiful that looks. I thought I could use one more coat just to darken it a bit, so I do add one more layer. And I also do the back. Now that side will soak up a lot of paint, so I did give it a good sanding, which helped a lot. Okay, so here's the front and here's the back, and I think both sides look pretty good. I wanted to add something decorative and fall to the front, and I had a few options in mind. One idea was to use this really pretty leaf stencil from Dollar Tree. Another option was to just glue on a wooden word that I already had and paint it gold. But in the end, I decided to hop on my Cricut and cut out a little stencil with some pumpkins and words. And I usually like to use Dollar Tree adhesive vinyls to make my stencils because it sticks on the wood and it's cheap. I thought I had a few solid rolls on hand, but all I had was this floral vinyl one. It was a little tricky to see and weed out the pieces, but I was determined and it all worked out. I'll be using this Faux art metallic paint in the color Pure Gold over the stencil. It's a really pretty gold color. And so I'm just applying it with a stencil brush, going over in light layers. Now it's stenciled beautifully, but after peeling off the vinyl, I thought the wording didn't stick out enough, and so I ended up recutting out the stencil of the phrase and placing it back on top as best as I could. And then I mixed a little bit of the black with the gold together, and that gave a really nice dark shimmer. And then I just went over the words again to darken it a bit. Now I really like the gold, so I decided to also paint the edges of the wood to match. To attach the basket, I was planning to screw a couple of hooks into the front, but the screws were just a little longer than the thickness of the wood, so to fix that, I hot glued a strip of wood to the back. It's actually just a paint stir stick, and this gave the screws something extra to bite into, and since I'll be adding a sawtooth hanger on the back anyway, it also helped balance everything out. To figure out where to screw in the hooks, I just place a wire basket right on top and mark the spots where I want it to go. Then I just screw them in. Now you can definitely leave the basket bare, but a while back I made a little base for these using some paint stir sticks that I just glued together, and so I thought that was a perfect addition. I tried it out with both the gold and the black basket, and honestly, I think they both look really nice. You could definitely make several of these and hang them side by side or even vertically. And this one is all done. This final DIY is going to be a quick one. I'm turning 2 Dollar Tree wire baskets into a lantern. I'll be stacking the baskets rim to rim so the tops are lined up, and I'm using this faux black leather cord which I got on Amazon to hold them together and create kind of like a hinge so I can open and close it. Once I lined up the basket so they kind of match, I just cut up some of that cord and just tie it all the way around to secure it so it doesn't fall apart while I'm working on it. To make the hinge, I'm just wrapping the cord around about 1 inch wide and then using hot glue to hold it in place. I like to keep it looking neat, so I used a little yarn needle to tuck the end of the cord inside. I trim off the extra cord, and now the lantern opens and closes easily. I thought it would be a nice touch to add a handle, so I'm using this wooden ring from Dollar Tree and attaching it to the top with the same cord. And that's it. Super easy. I love how modern and minimal this looks, but it feels warm and cozy for fall when you style it with a candle or even some pumpkins. You can also place a small Dollar Tree woven basket inside, which adds such a nice touch. And this one is all done. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite and what you want me to DIY next. Until next time, bye!